So the fourth chapter is the Moors, 8th to 11th centuries. After their conquest of the peninsula, except for Asturias, the Moors went CM to invade France, but were defeated by the Franks at the Battle of Tours in 732, and withdrew. 45 years later Charlemagne, emperor of the Franks, who fought 53 campaigns throughout Western Europe for the defense and extension of Christianity, invaded Spain. Here he suffered his only reverse. Failing to overcome a heroic defense of Saragossa, he turned back. In the retreat his rearguard under Roland was annihilated by Basques at the pass of Roncesvalles in the Pyrenees, an episode subsequently immortalized in the Chanson de Roland and other romantic songs. At the end of the century, Charlemagne returned, took Barcelona in 801, and organized a strip of territory about 100 miles wide south of the French border as the Spanish March. Apart from the Spanish March and the Christian strongholds in the northwest, the Moors then remained masters of the Iberian Peninsula until late in the 11th century. For most of this time, the Umayyad dynasty ruled, with their capital at Córdoba. The Moorish domination was strongest in the south, in Andalusia. The Moors treated their Visigothic, Celtiberian, and Hispano-Roman subjects with toleration, and also the Jews, who had been oppressed in Visigothic times. Christian worship was allowed. Many Christian mercenaries were enrolled in the Muslim armies, some Christians rose to high office in the Moorish administration, and mixed marriages were frequent. In agriculture, the Moors introduced new crops, figs, dates, rice, sugar, and irrigation was extended by Arab engineers. They expanded the mining, stock raising, and wool and silk industries. Beautifully designed silk fabrics were exported in the ships of the largest merchant marine in the Mediterranean. The Moors also brought with them a renaissance in art, science, and literature, in which for several centuries, while Europe was in a state of virtual intellectual stagnation, the Arabs led the Western world. Through Arabic translations, the learning of ancient Greece found its way to the West, the translators being mainly Jewish and Mozarab scholars. Mozarabs were descendants of the pre-Muslim inhabitants, who had remained Christian but adopted Arabic speech and Muslim customs. This transmission of knowledge to the West was later accelerated by the progress of the Reconquista. Córdoba became the leading intellectual center of Europe, with a library of 4,000,000 books, a university where students from far and wide came to study medicine, mathematics,